Swara always brings pleasure, and a combination of swaras, that is raga, also brings pleasure. There are thousands of ragas and thousands of scales, whether it is Western music or Hindustani or Karnataka. Let us see some of the important ragas of Carnatic music and their Lakshanas today. Any student who is trying to learn Carnatic music will start with one raga, namely Maya Malava Gaula. Sage Purandaradasa, when he prepared various details of learning Carnatic music, he has taken Maya Malava Gaula as a basic raga, and he has prepared a variety of compositions in that. Maya Malava Gaula raga is one of the Melakarta ragas. It is a 15th Melakarta raga. It is also a Janaka raga. All of you are well aware, Janaka raga is always a Sampurna raga. Hence, Maya Malava Gaula raga also is a Sampurna raga. All 7 notes will be there in Maya Malava Gaula raga. These notes include Suddha Rishabha, Antara Gandhara, Shuddha Madhyama, Panchama, Shuddha Daivata and Kakali Nishada. Let us sing the Murchana of Maya Malava Gaula raga. Shall we sing the Murchana of Maya Malava Gaula? Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. Maya Malava Gaula raga is a mellifluous raga, and not only that, it is unique. For instance, 2 swaras are common to Maya Malava Gaula as well as 𝗳 𝗬𝗃𝗃. That is, Maya Malava Gaula is a mellifluous raga. There are so many commonalities between Maya Malava and other ragas. Say for instance, if we change Madhyama of Maya Malava Gaula raga, it will become another Melakarta raga, namely Kamavardhini. It is popularly known as Pantuvarali raga. And not only that, certain swaras are common to Maya Malava Gaula and other ragas. For instance, 𝗬𝗃𝗃. Antara Gandhara and Madhyama, that is Shuddha Madhyama, are common to Maya Malava Gaula as well as 𝗬𝗃𝗃. But the oscillation part is entirely different. 𝗬𝗃𝗃 will have more oscillation than Maya Malava Gaula. That is the reason Maya Malava Gaula, particularly Ga, Ma, are very, very important swaras. Its prastara include many. It may be Spurita Gamaka, or it may be Vakragati, or it may be a simple Chaturasra, Trisra, Jatis. There are so many popular compositions in this. Every student will be learning Sarli Swaras, Dhatu Swaras or Alankaras in this raga only whenever he learns or she learns Carnatic music. Tyagaraja Swami has written a variety of compositions in this raga. Not only Tyagaraja Swami, even others also. For instance, taking the Purvanga of Maya Malava Gaula, one Kruti is written by Ponniyya Pillai, that is Mayatita Swarupini. Mayatita Swarupini. When we see the swara of this particular Kriti, sa re ga ma, the Purvanga of Maya Malava Gaula raga is used with oscillations and all that. Mayatita Swarupini Nannu Brovave Mayatita Swarupini Nannu Brovave Mahatripura Sundari Asinkari Mayatita Swarupini. The entire swara prastara, whether it is Gari Maga Pama Vakragati or Gamapa Gama, Re, a kind of Vakragati, swaras are there in this raga. Similarly, other composers also have written various compositions in Maya Malavagola raga. Let us sing one composition written by 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 Tyagaraja in this raga. 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧. Another popular raga in Carnatic music is Shankarabharanam. When we put this into the 72 Melakarta raga scheme, we add dhira as a prefix to Shankarabharana. Hence, it is also known as Dhira Shankarabharana ragam. In Hindustani music, it is known as Bilawal. Dhira Shankarabharana raga is popular not only in Karnataka or Hindustani music, but all over the world. We come across scales linked with Dhira Shankarabharana or Shankarabharana raga. And Shankarabharana raga also is one of the Melakarta ragas. Shankarabharanam is having so many gamakas or ornamentations. There is a reason. It is also known as Sarva Gamaka Vanika and Varik raga in Telugu. When we talk about Shankarabharana raga, we also should see some of the important Janya ragas of Shankarabharana. For instance, Vidahari, or for instance, we come across many Ādava and Shadava ragas as Janya ragas of Dhira Shankarabharana. Just like Maya Malavagola, even Shankarabharana raga also is linked with another very popular raga. For instance, if we change Madhyama of Shankarabharana from Suddha Madhyama to Prati Madhyama, it will become Mecha Kalyani or Kalyani raga. But these two ragas entirely different in their structure or in their lakshanas. The swaras of Shankarabharana raga include Chaturashuta Rishabham, Antaragandharam, Suddha Madhyamam, Panchamam, Chaturashuta Dhaivatam and Kakali Nishadam. It is a Sampurna Janaka raga. It is also very popular mode in Western music. There are so many Western notes also in this raga. For instance, a very famous Western music note we hear, which was sung by Madurai Mani Iyer. Ga ma ga re ga pa ma ga re ga sa. So, when we sing swaras of Shankarabharana without any ornamentations or oscillations, then sometimes it will become a kind of Western note characteristic will enter into the raga. There are many popular compositions. Any student who ever is learning Carnatic music and entering into a stage where they learn Varnas, they will start with Shankarabharana Varna only. Sami Ninne Kori. Shall we sing this? Sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa sa ni dha pa ma ga re sa. Sa ni sa dha ni pa ma pa ga ma pa dha ni pa dha ni sa re sa ni dha pa dha ni sa sa dha pa ma pa pa ma ga re sa re ga sa ni pa dha ni sa pa ma ga re ga ma pa dha ni sa. Ni Raaga Lakshanas ni pai పధాప మగమప మగమరిగారి సని ధని పాదని సరి నిస రిగమని ఈ రాజక్షి నీ పై నీ మ దప మగమ పగమరిగ సని సమగరి సని ధని సరి గమప గమ పదని పదని సరి సగరి సని ధని స రిని ద పాద మగరి స రి గమని రాజ క్షి. The sancharas in this raga are very, very important, particularly how we oscillate ma, madhyamam, gives an impression of dhira sankarabharanam. For instance, if we are singing ma, madhyamam, manasu swadhinamaina, here the second ma we usually oscillate a lot. Vakra or sama or vishama, sancharas are very, very popular in Tirashankarabharana raga. A little bit link is there between Tirashankarabharana and also certain western scales. Many popular compositions are there. For instance, 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 has written popular compositions including Akshaya-linga Vibho, which is set to Trisrajate Tripratala, or we also use Chapu Tala in our popular parlance. Akshaya-linga Vibho Swayambho, Akshaya-linga Vibho Swayambho. Besides 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧, Shyamashastri, Tyagaraja and many other composers created wonderful renditions in this raga. 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧, a popular kruti, all of you are well aware. Not only that, Swararaga Sudharasa, it is a very popular, in fact it is made more or less a kind of eternal rendition by Chitti Babu on his veena. Besides this, many are there. For instance, Tyagaraja Swami has rendered so many kritis in Tirashankarabharana. Do you know any compositions by Tyagaraja or other composers? Very popular raga is Kalyani. Whether it is marriage or any ritual, we usually use Nadaswara in southern part of India. And all of you are well aware that we also hear Kalyani raga. That means Kalyani is one of the popular or most popular raga of Carnatic music. When we put this into the 72 Melakarta raga cycle, we add mecha as a prefix to this. It is 65th Melakarta raga, and as a Melakarta raga, its name is Mecha Kalyani. Kalyani is very popular not only in Karnataka, in Hindustani it is known as Yaman. Even in Western music also it is very popular. The Western equivalent of Kalyani is Lydian mode, the scale is. The swaras of Kalyani are set in a particular way so that the name of Kalyani gives whatever meaning is there to that word, that is giving lot of auspicious things. The composition of these swaras, no way we come across any Vivadi swara. Hence, everything good will happen if you sing or if you hear Kalyani. We popularly believe in this. The swaras of Kalyani include చతుశ్రుతి రిషభం, అంతర్గాంధారం, ప్రతిమధ్యమం, చతుశ్రుతి దైవతం and kakali nishadam. Just now we saw 𝗳𝗏𝗺𝗃𝗃 where instead of pratimajyamam, shuddha majyamam will be there. So it's a kind of mirror image of, if we see only theoretical swaras as per the Melakarta scheme, mirror image of 𝗳𝗏𝗺𝗃𝗃 is Kalyani we can say. But you know, there is a lot of difference between these two ragas, whether it is there in their structure or characteristics or the nature of that particular raga. There are so many gamakas even in Kalyani raga, whether it is Vakragati or whether it is oscillations, Spurita gamakas, or whether it is combination of chords, let us say sa and pa or ga and sa. Even this also we popularly render whenever we sing Kalyani raga. For instance, if you see Sangatis in Kalyani Varna, there are so many Vakragatis. Pa ma ga ni da, ga ni da, we are combining, it's a Vakragati. Even compositions also are set in Kalyani raga. For instance, Shyama Shastri has set one composition where the notation is same, but the composition, the lyrical part is different. Many of you probably might have heard this composition. Birana varalichi brovumuninoneranamiti. This is in Telugu language. With the same notation we have composition in Sanskrit also. He madri sute pahi mam varate paradevate madri sute. Many singers prefer to do swara vistara or swara kalpana in Kalyani raga. Let us take a simplest example. Just now we have taken Himadri Sute as an example, because Nyasa Swaras is one of the characteristics of any raga. For Kalyani, most of the swaras are Nyasa Swaras, whether it is Shadjamam, whether it is Nishadam or Daivatam or Gandharam. Many people take Nishada, Shadjama or Gandhara as Nyasa Swaras while doing Swara Prastara and Swara Kalpana. Syama Krishna Sodari Gauri Parameswari Girija. Syama Krishna Sodari Gauri. So the oscillation or a kind of mean, we usually say in Hindustani music, ga to sa, a jump, also is possible. When we see popular Sangates in Kalyani, we come across ga, ni as base swaras, where we start ga, ga, re, ni, ni, da, 𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧 mam jagati sapahi mam. So ga, ni, ga, we are taking it. Similarly, when we conclude a simple raga prastara of Kalyani, Sari Sari Ma Pada Pada Ni Sari Sari, it is the simplest one. So three sthayis we are taking. Pamaga Nida Pamaga Pama Pada Magarisa Da Magarisa. So we can also avoid certain swaras. Usually when we sing Kalyani, we can bring a beauty if we avoid Shadja Panchamas. Nigari niri nida nida mada maga magari gama nida ga nida gama. If we add pa, that gives another beauty. Gama pa nida ma nida ma pa ga pa ma pa da ga da magari sa. So here additions and deletions or leaving some swaras, all these In other words, Kalyani is such a raga. You can use all those 7 notes of Kalyani raga in any way. Even if you sing blatantly or bluntly, that gives a lot of happiness. There are so many popular compositions. 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧, it's a popular combination rendered by many great singers. Raaga Lakshanas, it is a very popular phrase where starting from Musri Subramania Iyer to other singers have taken and they have done Swarakalpana or Neraval. So, in each Kriti we come across a point where we can do Swarakalpana or Vistara Swara Prastara. Do you know any other compositions in Kalyani? In 72 Melakarta raga scheme, 22nd Melakarta is 𝗂𝗃, which is a very popular raga just like Shankarabharana and Kalyani. There are many compositions in this. Harapriya is a popular name. In order to fit into the 72 Melakarta raga scheme, it has become 𝗂𝗃. And 𝗂𝗃 raga is such a raga where the prastara of raga gives immense pleasure to whether a person is singing that raga or listening to that raga. The reason is its swaras. The swaras include षड्जमं, चतुश्रुतऋषभं, साधारणगान्धारं, शुद्धमध्यमं, पंचमं, चतुश्रुतदैवतं and 𝗖𝗍𝗺 The composition of 𝗖𝗍𝗺 and Daivata or Sadharana Gandhara and Rishabha is really a beautiful composition. It gives immense pleasure to the listeners. Let us sing the Murchana of 𝗂𝗃. Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. 𝗂𝗃 is also known as coffee in Hindustani music. Even in Hindustani music, it is a Janaka raga, coffee thought we are having in Hindustani music. 𝗂𝗃 has beautiful gamakas. Re ga, we usually oscillate ga. Re ga ma pa ta ni da pa ma, ni da pa ma ge re ga. So, oscillations or simple prastara or vakra gatis, a variety of sangatis we can use in 𝗂𝗃 raga. 𝗂𝗃 vaiyaramai. So, a simple prastara re ga ma ma pa is very simple, but it is very beautiful. Samanamevaru ni samanamevaru Ramani samanamevaru. So, it is a very popular kriti by says Tyagaraja. Paluku paluku legutene. It is a very famous phrase many singers take in order to show their expertise in singing 𝗂𝗃 raga. Dani da pa ma ni da pa ma ge re ga. Re ga ma pa da ni da pa ma pa da ni sa ni da ni. Da ni re sa ni da pa da ni sa ni da pa ni da ma ge re ga. So, any kind of swara prastara we can do. In tristhayis we can do, whether mandra or madhya or tarasthayi sancharas also are popular in 𝗂𝗃 raga. When we take 𝗂𝗃 raga, we usually take it as a base for showing expertise, whether we take each swara as 𝗧-swara, that is Raaga Lakshanas. Not only that, we have one parameter in Carnatic music, that is 𝗂𝗽𝗱𝗁. That means each swara will be taken as base swara. From there we can also create ragas. Even that also can be done by taking 𝗂𝗽𝗱𝗁 raga. If we avoid certain swaras, for instance in 𝗂𝗽𝗱𝗁, a beautiful ragas we can create. We have many popular ragas as Janya ragas of 𝗂𝗽𝗱𝗁. For instance, 𝗬𝗏𝗺 Pancharatna Kritis are there, Sri Ragam is there. Sri Ragam is one famous Janya raga of 𝗂𝗽𝗱𝗁. Similarly, we also have, for instance, Madhyamavati also is known as a Janya raga of 𝗂𝗽𝗱𝗁. It is not only one, Sri Ranjani is there. When we avoid Panchama from 𝗂𝗽𝗱𝗁 raga, it becomes Sri Ranjani, entirely different raga. Its prastara is different, the structure is different, its lakshanas also are different. In other words, the scope of 𝗂𝗽𝗱𝗁 raga is very, very vast. And many compositions are there in 𝗂𝗽𝗁. 𝗬𝗏𝗺 has created so many compositions in 𝗂𝗽𝗁 raga. For instance, a very famous composition, Chakkani Rajamargam, is created in this raga only. Saumitri Bhagyame is another composition by 𝗬𝗏𝗺. We many times hear Ramani Samanamevaru, once again by 𝗬𝗏𝗺. We also come across various compositions either by Syama Shastri or Dikshitar or Pallava Gopalaya, Swati Tirunal. Many Annamacharya Kritis are set to 𝗂𝗃 raga, a very popularly known composition, 𝗂𝗃 Vaiyāramai. And not that, even in movie music also 𝗂𝗃 raga is taken as a basic raga in order to render many compositions. Other compositions include Satatam Tavaga Pada Smaranam by Swati Tirunal, Sendil Andavan Srinivasa Tavacharanam 𝗳𝗍𝗺𝗺 by Papanashan Sivan in Tamil, Karuna Jala by 𝗂𝗽𝗍𝗺𝗺 in Malayalam also are in 𝗂𝗃 raga. Let us see another popular raga, namely Harikambhoji. Harikambhoji, Kambhoji, these two ragas are very, very popular in South Indian classical music. Kambhoji is a Janya raga, whereas Harikambhoji is the Janaka raga. It is the 28th Melakarta raga in the 72 Melakarta raga system. Harikambhoji also, just like any other ragas we have mentioned like Kalyani and all other ragas, it is very popular. Not that is one of the ancient raga we can say. For instance, in southern part of India, Mullapayan, a pentatonic scale was there. Presently we are calling it as Mohanam. In fact, Harikambhoji originated from this Mullaipan scale. Slowly Mullaipan developed into Sempalai, another scale based on 7 notes, and this emerged as Harikambhoji raga. Harikambhoji and 𝗳𝗏𝗺𝗺 has one major difference, that is their nishada. Harikambhoji is having 𝗖𝗍𝗺 nishada, whereas 𝗧𝗏𝗺 will have 𝗂𝗃𝗍 nishada. Its swaras include Chatursuta Rishabham, Antaragandharam, Shuddha Madhyamam, Chaturchita Daivatam and 𝗖𝗍𝗺 nishadam. It is a Sampurna raga, that means having all 7 swaras. It is the 4th ragam in the 5th chakra, namely Bana chakra. Let us sing Murchana of Harikambhoji. 𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧. Some of the gamakas are peculiar to 𝗧𝗧𝗺𝗃, whereas if we use that particular gamaka in 𝗂𝗵𝗺𝗃 in other ragas, then that will be considered as a wrong note in 𝗂𝗵𝗺𝗃 raga. For instance, Trinity of Carnatic music, 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧, Muthuswami Dikshitar and Shyama Shastri, they have created so many compositions, they wrote so many compositions. Dinamani Vamsha, a kriti written by C.S. Tyagaraja, is very, very popular. Ramanannu Brovara, even this also is very popular composition. Similarly, in this Papanashan Shivan has composed Enadu Manam Kavalai. Even this also is a very popular one. Let us go to another important raga, another important not only as a raga but also as a Melakarta raga, that is Natha Bhairavi. Bhairavi, Karahara Priya, these are all very popular ragas, and any student of Carnatic music will learn Bhairavi, Karahara Priya, Kalyani, Shankarabharanam. Natha Bhairavi is the Janaka and Melakarta raga, and this is the 20th Melakarta ragam in the 72 Melakarta raga system. It corresponds to the minor scale of Western music system. Not many popular compositions are there in Natha Bhairavi raga, but one of the popular composition is Srivalli Deva Senapate, written by Papanashan Shivan. And Pujya Srinivasa Iyengar also has created some of the compositions in this. Upacharamu Chesevarevarunnarani, a very popular composition. Some of the musicians think and consider that was composed in Natha Bhairavi raga by Tyagaraja, but presently it is being sung in Bhairavi raga. Bhairavi, which is a Janya raga of Natha Bhairavi, is a Bhashanga raga. Natha Bhairavi is having षड्जam, Chaturshruti Rishabham, Sadharana Gandharam, Shuddha Madhyamam, Shuddha Daivatam and Kaisika Nisharam. In Bhairavi, we also use Chaturshruti Daivatam as Anyaswara because it is a Bhashanga raga, and Swara Prastara also are different. Srivalli Deva Senapate, a plain rendition of swaras is one of the characteristics of Natha Bhairavi, unlike its Janya ragas, namely Bhairavi and all that. Let us see another raga, namely षण्मुख Priya. Lord Muruga and षण्मुख Priya raga, probably these two go together because there are many compositions on Lord Muruga and Lord Shiva in this raga. षण्मुख Priya also is one of the Janaka ragas and popular Melakarta raga. It is the 56th Melakarta raga in the 72 Melakarta raga system. Muthuswami Dikshitar also proposed Melakarta raga scheme, and in his scheme it is known as Chamaram. षण्मुख Priya raga is a Pratimadhyama Sampurna raga. Let us see the swaras of षण्मुख Priya. They are Chaturshruti Rishabham, Sadharana Gandharam, Pratimadhyamam, Shuddha Daivatam and Kaisiki Nishadam. Let us sing Murchana of षण्मुख Priya. Sari ga ma pa da ni sa sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. So one of the famous Pratimadhyama raga is षण्मुख Priya. Let us see what compositions are set to in this raga. వద్దనే వారెవరు ఉన్నారు by త్యాగరాజ is a very famous. And Patna Subramaniya Kriti, probably most of us heard this composition. Mari vere dekkevarayya Rama, Mari vere dekkevarayya Rama. Similarly, Parvati Nayakane Saravana Bhavaninnum, Papanashana Sivan Kriti. Abhimana by Mysore Vasudevacharya. Valli Nayakane by Muttaya Bhagavatar. Vilayada Idu Nerama by T.N. Vala. These are all some of the popular compositions in Shanmukha Priya Raga. Another raga which gives a kind of solace to any person whoever is suffering with some kind of problems is Chakravaka Raga. It is a raga where we come across lot of peace, though sometimes it sounds pathos. Chakravakam or Chakravaka Raga is another Melakarta Raga, Janaka Raga, Sampurna Raga. It is the 16th Melakarta Raga in the 72 Melakarta Raga system. Even Chakravaka also is one of the Shuddha Madhyama Ragas. Muthuswami Dikshita school calls this raga as 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧. In Hindustani music, 𝗳𝗶𝗺𝗺 is similar to or close to Chakravaka Raga of Karnataka style. It is known to incite feelings of devotion, sympathy and compassion in the listeners. Structure of Chakravaka Raga, unlike 𝗳𝗏𝗃𝗃 or 𝗵𝗔-𝗃𝗃, not many oscillations will be there. Some of the swaras will be very plain or smooth mellifluousness will be there. Its swaras include षड्ज, Shuddha Rishabha, Antara Gandhara, Shuddha Madhyama, Panchama, Chaturshati Daivata and Kaisaki Nishada. There are many popular compositions in Chakravaka Raga. Tyagaya wrote many kritis in this. We also come across Muthuswami Dikshita and other composers writing kritis in this. Maharaja Swati Tirunal also contributed a lot to this raga. Sarojanabha is one of the famous Swati Tirunal kriti in this raga, and it is about Sri Padmanabha Swami. We sometimes come across a composition on Lord Ganapati, a popular composition in this. Gajananayutam Ganeshwaram. The importance of this kriti is usually Chakravaka Raga is a slow raga, whereas this kriti written by Master Muthuswami Dikshita is rendered in a brisk tempo. Chakravakam, in order to invoke the solace and all, that should be rendered in a slow pace, but need not be. Muthuswami Dikshita says so by writing this composition in Chakravaka Raga. There are many other ragas also. Let us see some other ragas. Keeravani, another Janaka Sampurna Melakarta Raga. It is the 21st Melakarta Raga in our 72 Melakarta Raga system. Muthuswami Dikshita school calls this as Kirnavali Raga, and Western equivalent to this is harmonic minor scale. Lakshana of Keeravani includes various swaras. For instance, the notes of Keeravani Raga include Chaturshati Rishabha, Sadharana Gandhara, Shuddha Madhyama, Panchama, Shuddha Daivata and kakali nishada. Vachaspati is a raga where we change madhyama from Keeravani. And various compositions are there. Kaligiyunte Kada by Tyagaraja is very popular in Keeravani raga. Ambavani Nannadarimpave, Ambavani Nannadarimpave, Ambavani Nannadarimpave. This is by Muttiya Bhagavatar. Similarly, we have various other compositions, for instance, Bhavaye by Swati Tirunal, Varamulosagi by Patan Subramaniya Iyer, Devi by Papanashan Sivan. Muttiya Bhagavatar also wrote many other compositions in this raga. Another raga, I think many people will love to listen this raga, that is Mohanam. The name itself is very, very beautiful. It is one of the oldest raga also. In fact, 𝗳𝗏𝗺𝗀𝗃, one of the Melakarta ragas, originated from this Mohanam as per some of the theorists. Mohanam is a Janya raga of 𝗳𝗏𝗺𝗀𝗃, that is 28th Melakarta raga. It is having only 5 swaras, hence it is a Audava raga or pentatonic scale. In Hindustani music, its equivalent is Bhoop or Bhupali raga. It is very popular in East Asian and Southeast Asian music also, including Chinese and Japanese music. Whenever any Carnatic music student learns Varnams or Geetams, they learn Mohana raga. A popular Geetam in Mohana raga, many people are well aware, that is Varaveena Mridupani. Let us sing Varaveena. Ga ga pa pa da pa sa sa ri sa da da pa ga ga ri ga pa da sa da da pa ga ga ri ga ga da pa ga ga ri sa ga ga ri ga pa pa ga ga da pa sa sa da ga ri sa sa da sa da pa ga pa da sa da pa ga ri sa sa ri ga ri pa ga ri sa ri sa ga ri sa ri sa da sa. We sang the swara of Varaveena. The reason is swara prastara and its horizon we can understand even in the smallest composition. A variety of swara prastaras we can do in this. It's an Audava raga, that means only 5 swaras will be there. Sa, ri, ga, pa, da. These are the swaras. Shadjam, Chatushuti Rishabham, Antaragandharam, Panchamam and Chitrushruti Dhaivatam. These are the swaras of Mohana. Mohana will have mostly Spurita Gamakas, Vakra Gati, and we can do Sanchara by taking Ri, Ga, Da. These can be taken as Nyasha swaras also whenever we are rendering Swara Kalpana. For instance, some of the compositions in Mohana Raga take Spurita Gamaka as base. Say for instance, many Karnataka students will learn Mohana Varna, Ninnu Kori. Ga ga re re sa sa re re ga ga re re sa re ga re sa da sa re ga ba ga re sa re ga ga re sa re ga re sa da sa re ga re ga pa da sa da pa ga da pa ga re. Here the Varnam itself starts with Spurika Gamaka, ga ga re re. That means Spurita is given utmost importance in Mohana Raga. Similarly, another Kruti also is there. Bhavanuta by says Tyagaraja. Even that also starts with Spurita Gamaka. Bhavanuta na. So once again Spurita Gamaka is used. but need not be only Smrita Gamaka. Other Gamakas also are there. Mohana Rama is another kriti where in a smooth way we will be rendering swaras of Mohana Raga. Nanu Palimpa is another famous kriti written by says Tyagaraja. Dayarani, Rama Ninu Nammina, Yavarura Ninu Vina, all these are written by says Tyagaraja. Ranganayaka is a very famous rendition by Purandara Dasha. Cheri Yashodaku Cheluitade, a popular composition of Annamaya, is set to Mohana Ragam only. Another Avadava Ragam is Hindola or Hindola Ragam. Hindustani music has its equivalent as Malkaons. Just like Mohana, even in Hindolam we have only 5 swaras, pentatonic scale. It is a Janya Raga derived from, we usually believe that it is from 𝗘𝘅-𝗺𝗺 Raga, and there are certain other theories also related to this. It is a symmetrical raga. In other words, we are removing from 7 letters 2 letters, that is Rishabha and Panchama. That is the reason it is a raga which gives lot of pleasure to our ears. It is a raga where we have Sadharana Gandhara, Shuddha Madhyama, Shuddha Daivata and Kaishiki Nishada in its Murchana. A popular kriti by says Tyagaraja is Samaja Varagamana. It's a very popular composition. Not only as a composition, many people take it as a title for their poetical works or novels also. Similarly, Mamavatu Sri Saraswati by Mysore Vasudevacharya also is another popular composition. Rama Mantrava Japiso, a rendition by Purandara Dasa, also is set to Hindola Raga. Hindola Raga is used by Muthuswami Dikshita, particularly Govardhana Girisham Smarami or Neerajakshi, Kamakshi, Saraswati, Vijayavati. These renditions by Muthuswami Dikshita are set to Hindola Raga. Hindola Raga Swara Prastara is really very beautiful because we will be omitting Panchamam, and when we omit Panchamam and we use Ga, Ma, Gandhara and Madhyama along with the Daivata, that gives a beauty to that raga. For instance, let us see how it looks. All of you are very familiar with Samaja Varagamana, right? Let us sing the first stanza of Samaja Varagamana. Samaja Varagamana, Sadhra Samaja Varagamana, Sadhra Sarasabja Palakaladita Vikhyata Samaja Varagamana. Here we are not touching Panchamam at all. Nisa Dani Mada Gama. Even this Vakra Sanchara also is very popular. Or we can also club 2 shadjas, Sa, Sa, Nida Magasa. Or we can also take any one swara, Saga, Sagama, Sagamada, Sagamadani, Nisadani Madagama, Gamadani Sanidani Madama Gamagasa. That means any type of swara prastara we can do in Hindola, which gives immense pleasure to our ears. Another important raga, and just like Audava ragas, another Audava raga is Hamsadhvani. Audava raga means 5 letters will be there, 5 swaras will be there, pentatonic scale we usually call it. And all of you might have heard Vatapi Ganapatim Bhajeham. It is set to Hamsadhvani raga. It is a Janya raga of Dhira Shankara Bharanam. Here we are avoiding certain swaras like dhaivatam. Sa, re, ga, pa, ni, sa. This is the murchana of 𝗬𝗏 raga. Chatushriti Rishabham, Antaragandharam, Panchamam and Kakali Nishadam are the swaras. Not only various kritis, but even light classical music also takes this raga as one of its favorite ragas. There are many renditions in 𝗬𝗏 raga, which include Muttaya Bhagavatar kritis or Patna Subramaniya kritis or other writers. Say for instance, Varanmukhamelara 𝗂𝗽𝗱𝗁𝗺 kriti or kritis by particularly Raghunayaka by Tyagaraja, or a very famous varna, that is Jalajaksha, Tanavarna. These are all popular kritis or rachanas in 𝗬𝗏 raga. Let us go to the next raga, that is Madhyamavati. In Kacheri Padhati, we usually have one saying, Adina Nata Antyana Surati. But many people, since Madhyamavati brings lot of solace and peace, they usually end their Kacheri with Madhyamavati. Madhyamavati is another Audava raga or pentatonic scale. And in Madhyamavati, which is a Janya raga, in Hindustani music it is also known as Madhumad Sarang. Certain notes are very, very important. Sa, re, ma, pa, ni, sa, this is the Arohana. Similarly, sa, ni, pa, ma, re, sa is the Avarohana of Madhyamavati. Here, Nishada is very, very important for that. 𝗖𝗍𝗍 Nishada is the Shuddha Chatushriti Rishabha, Shuddha Madhyamam, Panchamam and 𝗖𝗍𝗍 Nishadam are the swaras of Madhyamavati. Many popular compositions are there in Madhyamavati. Dharma Samvardhani Danuja Sammardhani Daya Daya. It is a popular composition of Muthuswami Dikshita. On similar notes, Palinchu Kamakshi is another popular composition of Shyama Shastri. Alakalallalaadaga Nadupai Balikeru Narulu Ramakatha Sudhamrutam Tyagaraja Swami's kriti are set to Madhyamavati raga. A popular composition by Dasara Padagalu, that too Purandaradasa. Bhagyada Lakshmi Paramma. People usually sing because they don't know what is Madhyamavati and all that. But even then it looks very familiar. Then what are the various important aspects of Madhyamavati? Rema Pani Sani Pama Re Sa. So oscillation to Madhyama as well as Nishada are very, very important. Pani Sani Pama Re Ma Pani Pama Re Ma Re Sa Ma Re Pa Ma Ni Pa Sani Re Sani Pa Ma Pa Ni Sani Pa Ma Pa Ni Ma Pa Ma Re. So a kind of Vakra Sancharas or Spurita Sancharas or Nyasa, particularly Nishadam taking as Nyasa, can be used in Madhyamavati. Many times we conclude our Kacheri or various musical situations with Madhyamavati raga only. Let us sing Madhyamavati at the end of this episode. Sa re ma pa ni sa sa ni pa ma re sa re ma pa ni sa ni pa ma re sa re pa ma re sa ma re pa ma ni pa sa ni re sa ni sa ni pa ma re sa. Let us see some of the popular compositions in this raga. 𝗬𝗏, very popular varnam, is written by 𝗧𝗦 Tirunal Maharaja. Similarly, 𝗂𝗽 𝗚𝗏𝗁𝗫, మేరు సమాన ధీరవరద, దేవి శ్రీ తులసమ్మ, విధులకు మురక్కితే by త్యాగరాజ, దేవదేవ కలయామిదే by స్వాతి తిరునాల్, మాయాతీత స్వరూపిణి పొన్నయ్య పిళ్ళై, who is a direct disciple of ముత్తుస్వామి దీక్షిత, who has written this song in Sanskrit language. We also have Chalamela, a popular varnam by Maharaja Swati Tirunal. Similarly, various kritis written by says Tyagaraja, ఎదుట నిలచితే, భక్తి భిక్షమియ్యవే, మర్యాద కాదురా, స్వరరాగ సుధారస, సుందరేశ్వరుని, మనస్వాధీనమైన, ఎందుకు పెద్దల వలె బుద్ధియవు. ముత్తుస్వామి దీక్షితర్ also wrote so many kritis. దక్షిణామూర్తే అక్షయలింగ విభో, సరోజదళనేత్రి and దేవి మీననేత్రి are popular compositions of శ్యామ శాస్త్రి. దేవి జగజ్జనని, another popular composition by స్వాతి తిరునాల్. Many Sanskrit compositions we come across in this raga. There are many popular compositions in this raga. Vanajaksha and Atatala Varnam. Similarly, Neeru Charana Pankajamule. These two are composed by Pallavi Gopalayar. Tyagaraja Swami wrote many kritis in this raga. Nidhi Chala Sukhama, Ye Tavanara Nilakada Neeku, Sundari Nedeviya, Amma Ravamma and Vasudevayani. Kamalambam Bhajare, Bhajare Rechitta, 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 These are the kritis written by Muthuswami Dikshita. 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 Talli Ninu Naranamminanu by Shyama Shastri. These are written in Telugu language. Kamalambam Bhajare, Bhajare Rechitta, 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 by Muthuswami Dikshita. 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 Talli Ninu Naranamminanu by Shyama Shastri are very popular.